have, but the Japa workshop is made that one can join at any moment in time. Just briefly, at the beginning, the first sessions work on alignment. Yojana is the Sanskrit word. So we look at the position of the body, then where our mind is at, and also the heart. And after yojana, so alignment, we worked on, please just find yourself a comfortable seat wherever you feel most comfortable. Then sambandha, so we talked about relationship. What does it mean to chant? Our ultimate relationship with Krishna. Then we spoke about chanting as a service to the Lord. This is quite a long topic in terms of what does it mean to chant. And then now we are on a deep topic, which is vipralamba. Often vipralamba is translated to mean longing for the Lord. The direct translation of vipralamba, vipra means distance, and alamba means to attain. So actually vipralamba means to attain something which is afar or a distance. So this is our limited nature of English version Sanskrit translation, this sort of longing. But actually the word, when properly translated, indicates that something is over there and it will come to us. Yes, so it's an interesting mood. There were some people who started the Japa workshop and were like, it's not working. It's not working. The exercise is, oh no, I can't do it. It's too much. It's too much consciousness. I can't do it. And for me, this is perfect because a lot of people will privately admit that sometimes they haven't quite understood what's really meant with the Japa meditation. Also, those of us who've been chanting many years, we sort of sometimes fall into mechanical or habitual chanting. And it's okay, just have to get it through, go through it. But actually, life is meant for living. Chanting is meant that we feel connected, right? In this way, we look in different angles, aspects of chanting. And this idea of chanting, so there's two aspects. For those who are a little bit newer to Bhakti Yoga, to Krishna consciousness, we can understand it in the lines of understanding of sometimes it may feel that, like George Harrison sung in My Sweet Lord, I don't know if it's familiar to you, this song My Sweet Lord, like the lines are something like, oh, I really want to see you, but it takes so long. I really want to be there. I would really like to imagine what God is like, but it feels like a faraway concept. For those of us who've been practicing longer, it can also be like, yeah, God is there sometimes. Yes, maybe. No, he really is there. And sometimes it may, Kirtan, you felt him, you were really present, you felt him there. And then you left the temple room and something happened, I don't know, whatever it might be, some confrontation, and you're like, okay, he left again. Yeah, so it's sometimes we're in this flow of being. Am I with the Lord? Am I not with the Lord? So in both versions, this idea of vipralamba can be understood. It is said that devotee can obtain God simply by singing his name and dancing before him, because the Lord is so merciful that he becomes inclined to anyone who lovingly chants his name. This is the secret here that we have in our line. It's not necessary in the outside world. If you study long enough, you get the grades, tick, 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 get your certificate, done. Bhakti seems to have its own rhythm. Yeah, they say, you make some plan and, Krishna laughs at it. So in the same way, Bhakti is not working just in a methodical way. Yes, there are some processes, we have them. Most of you probably have heard of the book Nectar of Devotion. It gives you a whole series of what to do, what not to do. This is devotional life. However, When we look really at our own lives, our own rhythm with bhakti, we will have different trails along the way. But the main idea there is, how do we get the Lord's mercy? Okay, this is a quotation from the Hari Bhakti Vilas. O Arjuna, listen very carefully to what is in my heart. Those persons who sing my name and dance directly before me truly purchase me. Don't be surprised by what I tell you. Truthfully, those who sing my names and cry tears of longing purchase me, Janardana, completely. Except for these devotees, no one else can purchase me. So there is a sweetness there in the movement. Some of us will hear we have to be a servant of the Lord. And maybe like, a servant? Am I a slave? What does it mean? Yeah, am I really going to be like this? But actually, if you understand truly in a loving relationship, the Lord is bound to his devotee. It is not an aspect of force. You will hear often the whole choice that we have in front of us is free will. Maybe you move slightly so you can see me, otherwise you will only see the wall. But maybe you're also okay, as you feel free to. So we follow in the tradition of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. So this is the devotional worship of Radha Krishna as shown to us by Lord Gauranga or Lord Chaitanya's example. So there we have this singing, dancing, this mood. Where is my Krishna? Where is Krishna? The mood of someone who calls and yearns desperately can be found in many Vaishnava scriptures. Krishna revealed this in this text. And Srila Prabhupada once revealed a secret of Gaudiya Kirtana to his disciples. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is a sannyasi. He has no necessity. Why is he crying? What does he want? He has given up the whole world. He became a sannyasi. He doesn't want anything. Why is he crying so much? He is crying for Govinda, for Krishna. That is the real necessity. Krishna virahena me, Govinda necessity. And there is described that we all have this most important need, the Govinda necessity. As earlier we described in connection to the heart, that sometimes we feel this, that there is some yearning within, some space inside, something that doesn't quite feel right. And in our material lives, we will do something or other to try to fill it. Before we maybe took on a devotional path, we may go out on a party, get a little intoxicated, go out, search for something, find the right partner, something that will just fill that void or gap inside of us. However, in the line that we follow, we hear that their awakening soul understands not that I am longing for this or that, I am longing for appreciation, I need a true friend. It's a funny example here. I must have the next high-tech device with lots of useful apps. No. They're all called shallow surrogates, so shallow replacements of the true need beyond all the other needs. That deepest desire is something or someone we hope for, and this is, in our line, the Govinda necessity, the need for Krishna to be present in our lives. And so therefore, that was the earlier quote, how can we get Krishna in? How can we get the Lord entering into our lives? And he said in that quote I just said that through the singing and dancing with the bhakti and the open heart, he can be purchased. So in this way we see, I don't know if any of you will be able to see this picture. It is a person swimming out. He has fallen off the boat And he is trying to find or swim back to a place that is needed. This is literally how we can imagine. One of the exercises, by the way, is writing letters to Krishna. These are my many letters over many years. I keep together. So this is from Sri Shishashtakam, or based from Gitavali. Alas, how unfortunate I am. I have fallen into this insurmountable ocean of material existence since time immemorial. I am being thrown here and there by the violent waves of our wicked desires. I cry miserably at my helpless condition. I do not see any hope of being saved. The ocean is insurmountable. What should I do? How will I be delivered? I do not see any solution to my dilemma. Alas, alas, I am most unfortunate. The power of Maya takes me by force, and there is no one to help me. Now I turn to you, O Lord. Take me to you. Lift me up to the cooling shade of your feet. Oh, I beg you, have mercy on this wretched soul. Srila Prabhupada describes Sri Chaitanya's mood of separation as the perfection of Krishna consciousness. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? And crying just like a madman. This is Krishna consciousness. This is the highest perfection of Krishna consciousness, when one will be mad after Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed us the way, and the Goswamis showed us also that way. So this is the way, dear devotees. Lose your uncooperative mind. The mind is not cooperating. Lose that to Krishna. Or at least begin with the awareness. I am here, and you are over there. I've made such a mistake when I broke off our relationship. You've always tried to come and help me, but I have persistently ignored you. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? At a starting point like this, we could maybe understand and try to evoke these deeper feelings. In this line, we look at the great acharyas to follow, and one example is Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. The PowerPoint, did it work at all, by the way, Brian? Oh, it's well, amazing, the technical people. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur teaches us to leverage spiritual texts and prayers to uplift our consciousness to maximize our absorption in chanting. It's a special class today, I said, because by the Lord's arrangement, there are many of you on a topic which is in one sense very deep, and on the other side, a topic which at any point, especially at struggles in our spiritual life, we can understand, or struggles in our material life. Could there be something more to reach that there? It's said at the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam that we may not fully accept Krishna as the Almighty, but we should theoretically be open to understanding what's in front of us. When I first joined, I was a complete skeptic. Skeptic about gurus, skeptic about what they're showing me, skeptic that this really is the way forward. You know, I grew up in London, so practical girl, worked hard, had a job, come on, could tick off all the boxes, and I was thinking, come on, really? Really, I need to go and dance on the streets? Like you did yesterday. You know, Harinam is famous in London, famous. I think it's one of the top 3. Like, okay, let's give it a go, let's try. And I was surprised that it worked. I was still like, okay, theoretically, okay, it works, but why does it work? So my logical brain tried to go into understanding and just seemed to get into trouble. But when I tried to put my heart into it and action through sadhana, it was something else. Then around 14 years ago, I thought I'd make another experiment and come to live in Simhachalam. I had a nice paying job, good friends, but I thought, they said, are you desperate to come? Like, not really. I'm a little desperate to really understand if God exists, and somehow he seems in the form of Lord Nishingadev. Let's give it a go. For a few months, I thought, in 2012. And so here I am, a living experiment. I got married here that same year, and Charu is my eldest child here, who sweetly also is our co-pilot in helping with the camera and chanting also. And therefore I ask everyone today, it's called the workshop. We enter into a different mood. Just for a few moments, park anything else. In an hour, it can all come back to service. But for now, let us enter into this mood of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. For this, I have our Paramahamsa, our very talented Paramahamsa, who grew up in Mayapur with this beautiful bhajan. What we will do is we will go through the translation, then enter into the bhajan, and straight after, so you could have your bead bags ready, we will go straight into chanting, feeling that mood. Okay. Not necessarily, I think you can.
Someone can play kartos? Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai. So this is a beautiful song from Sharanagati. Gopi Gita Maharaji asked that we sing this one. Could you go to the translation, Prabhu, first? So read the translation first. When, oh when, will that day be mine? When my offenses ceasing, taste for the name increasing. When in my heart will your mercy shine? When, oh when, will that day be mine? Lower than a blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree. When will my mind attain this quality? Respectful to all, not expecting their honor. Then shall I taste the name's nectar sublime. When, oh when, will that day be mine? Great wealth or followers, feminine beauty, I won't care for them or the comforts of my body. Birth after birth, give me, O Lord Chaitanya, causeless devotion to your lotus, to your feet divine. When, oh when, will that day be mine? When will I utter Krishna, 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 with words choked up and shivering body? When will I be trembling all over, lose bodily color, tears pouring from my eyes? When, oh when, will that day be mine? When in Navadvip, along the Ganges bank, shouting Gaura Nityananda as a surrendered soul, dancing, chanting, running everywhere, when will I become half mad of mind? When, oh when, will that day be mine? When will Lord Nityananda show mercy upon me? When will I reject the world of Maya? Bestow unto me the shade of your lotus feet. Let the right to preach the name be mine. When, oh when, will that day be mine? I will beg, borrow, or steal the nectar of the name. By the name's effect, I will feel paralyzed. O enjoyer of the nectar of the name, when will I touch your lotus feet till the end of time? When, oh when, will that day be mine? When kindness to all beings will be appearing, with free heart forget myself comforting. Bhakti Vinod in a humility praise, now I will set out to preach your order sublime. When, oh when, will that day be mine? Shri Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki. So the tune is simple, and we will always go back to that first line, yeah? After each verse, we'll go back to the first line, which is, when, oh when, will that day be mine? Yeah? Kabe habe bolo sedin amar, kabe habe bolo sedin amar, kabe habe bolo sedin amar, kabe habe bolo sedin amar. Aparada guchi sudha name ruchi kripa bhale habe hridaya sanchar. Aparada guchi sudha name ruchi kripa bhale hridaya sanchar. Kabe habe bolo sedin amar, kabe habe bolo sedin amar, kabe habe bolo sedin amar, kabe habe bolo sedin amar. Trinadikahina kabe nijamani shushmita guna hridayete ani. Trinadikahina kabe nijamani shushmita guna hridayete ani. Sakala manada apani amani, sakala manada apani amani hoye ashwadibo namarasasar, hoye ashwadibo namarasasar. Kabe habe bolo sedin amar, kabe habe bolo sedin amar, kabe habe bolo sedin amar, kabe habe bolo sedin amar. Tana janara kavita sundari boli bhona chahi deho suka kari. Dana janara kavita sundari boli bhona chahi deho suka kari. जन्मे जन्मे दाओ हे गोरा हरि, जन्मे जन्मे दाओ ओ हे गोरा हरि। आहै तुकी भक्ति चरण तोमार, आहै तुकी भक्ति चरण तोमार। रबे हबे बोलो सेदिन आमार, कबे हबे बोलो सेदिन आमार, कबे हबे बोलो सेदिन आमार, कबे हबे बोलो सेदिन आमार। करिते श्री कृष्ण नाम उच्चारण पुलकित देहो गदगद वाचना। करिते श्री कृष्ण नाम उच्चारण पुलकित देहो गदगद वाचना। वैवर्ण्य भे पतु हवे संगतना, वैवर्ण्य भे पतु हवे संगतना। निरंतरा नेत्र पावे अश्रुधार, निरंतरा नेत्र पावे अश्रुधार। कबे हबे बोलो सेदिन आमार, कबे हबे बोलो सेदिन आमार, कबे हबे बोलो সেদিন আমার কবে হবে বলো সেদিন আমার কবে নবদ্বীপে সুরাধুনি ততে গৌর নিত্যানন্দ বলি নিষ্কাপতে কবে নবদ্বীপে সুরাধুনি ততে গৌর নিত্যানন্দ বলি নিষ্কাপতে নাচিয়া নাচিয়া too high নাচিয়া গাইয়া বেরাইব চুতে নাচিয়া গাইয়া বেরাইব চুতে ভাতুলেরা প্রয়া চারিয়া বিচার ভাতুলেরা প্রয়া চারিয়া বিচার কবে হবে বলো সেদিন আমার 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 কবে নবদ্বীপে কবে নিত্যানন্দ মোরে কিরোদয়া চরাইবে মোরা বিষয়ে রাময়া কবে নিত্যানন্দ মোরে কিরোদয়া চরাইবে মোরা বিষয়ে রাময়া দিয়া মোরে নিজা চরণেরা চয়া দিয়া মোরে নিজা চরণেরা চয়া নামেরা হাততে দিবে অধিকার নামেরা হাততে দিবে অধিকার কবে হবে বলো সেদিন আমার 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 কি নাই ভলুতিব হরি নামারস নামারসে মতি হইব বিবিসা কিনি ভলুতিব হরি নামারস নামরসে মতি হইব বিবিসা रसिरा रासिका चरण पारस रसिरा रासिका चरण पारस कोरिया मोजिब रसे आनिबार कोरिया मोजिब रसे आनिबार कबे हबे बोलो সেদিন আমার কবে হবে বলো সেদিন আমার কবে হবে বলো সেদিন আমার কবে হবে বলো সেদিন আমার কবে জীবদয়া হইবে উদয়া নিজ সুখা বলে সুদিন হৃদয়া কবে জীবে দয়া হইবে উদয়া নিজ সুখা বলে সুদিন হৃদয়া ভক্তি বিনোদা করিয়া বিনয়া ভক্তি বিনোদা করিয়া বিনয়া শ্রী আজ্ঞাতা হল করিবে প্রচার শ্রী আজ্ঞাতা হল করিবে প্রচার কবে হবে বলো সেদিন আমার কবে হবে বলো সেদিন আমার কবে হবে বলো, সেদিন আমার কবে হবে বলো, সেদিন জয় রাধা শ্যাম সুন্দর, রাধা শ্যাম সুন্দর রাধে, জয় রাধা শ্যাম সুন্দর, রাধা শ্যাম। নিতাই গৌর হরি বল, হরি বল, হরি বল, নিতাই গৌর হরি বল, নিতাই গৌর হরি বল, হরি বল, হরি বল, নিতাই গৌর হরি বল। শ্রী শ্রী ভক্তিনাথ ঠাকুর কি জয়।
I'll read the translation one more time. You can close your eyes if you want, or leave them open. When, oh when, will that day be mine? When will you give me your blessings, erase all my offenses, and give my heart a taste for chanting the holy name in purity? When will I taste the essence of the holy name, feeling myself to be lower than the grass, my heart filled with tolerance? No. I read this, it's a different translation, sorry. Respectful to all, not expecting their honor, then shall I taste the name's nectar sublime. When, oh when, will that day be mine? Great wealth for followers, feminine beauty. I won't care for them or the comforts of my body. Birth after birth, give me, oh Lord Chaitanya, causeless devotion to your feet divine. When, oh when, will that day be mine? When will I utter Krishna, 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 with words choked up and shivering body? When will I be trembling all over, lose bodily color, tears pouring from my eyes? When, oh when, will that day be mine? When in Navadvip, along the Ganga bank, shouting, Gaura, Nityananda, as a surrendered soul, dancing, chanting, running everywhere, when will I become half mad of mind? When, oh when, will that day be mine? When will Lord Nityananda show mercy upon me? When will I reject the world of Maya? Bestow upon me the shade of your lotus feet. Let the right to preach the name be mine. When, oh when, will that day be mine? I will beg, borrow, or steal the nectar of the name. By the name's effect I will feel paralyzed. Oh, enjoyer of the nectar of the name, when will I touch your lotus feet till the end of time? When, oh when, will that day be mine? When kindness to all beings will be appearing, with free heart forget myself comforting, Bhaktivinoda in all humility praise. Now I will set out to preach your order sublime. When, oh when, will that day be mine? Please, dear devotees, sit straight, stretch out, loosen your muscles a little bit. If it's more comfortable for you to sit on a chair, please do so. The main point is just that you feel relaxed. In other exercises we did so. I think some of you are yoga students, so you know, stretch your back out so it's being pulled tall, like a puppet in a string, but just ensure that your lower back is relaxed. Yeah? With your eyes closed, take a few deep breaths in, bringing your awareness to your inhale and exhale. Do this in your own time and speed, so inhale and exhale. Allow your mind to become calm and focused. If distracting thoughts or feelings arise, gently let them go and simply return to your breathing. Somehow it's useful for some devotees, so we'll play the music of flute in the background. And we will begin chanting in one voice. If it's okay, I mean the words, Chari, would you mind just to put the words over here? Yeah. Let's see if you like this. So please take your beadbox in your hand. And in one voice, so a little louder than normal, chant the Maha Mantra. The words are there for anyone who needs. Otherwise, for the rest, please imagine that the Lord is somewhere attainable. Through the chanting, we hope to bring him closer. Okay. So we can begin now. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Rama Rama, Hare. A little quicker. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Little faster. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Call out to the Lord in your chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vijay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Ram. Please chant in your own speed. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Ram Ram. Slowly finish your the round, take your time, and then when it's finished, just slowly look at my direction. Then just a short story we will finish with. Once there was a saint living near Nandagram who worshipped Krishna and Balaram his entire life. He had become so old that all his hair turned grey, his teeth fell out, and his hands shook. One day the sadhu came before Krishna Balaram deities and spoke to them aggrieved. "You are not fair. You never reciprocate with my efforts to please you. I have worshipped you my whole life. I went every day to beg food from the villagers to bring you something to eat. I have called for you countless times, but you have never responded. I lived my whole life according to the principles outlined by Srila Rupa Goswami. Every day I called to you in my kirtan, but you have not given me a sign that you care, not even once. You just stand there. You don't talk. And when those thieves came in the night and stole everything from me, I cried out desperately for help while they were beating me, but you still ignored me. Now I am old and will die soon. Give me permission to leave. I will go to Bhajana to Srimati Radharani. She is known as Karuna Mai, full of mercy, not cruel like you two." The saintly Baba got up shaking and weeping. He took his kambandulu, his water pot, and turned around. "That's it. Now you can take care of yourselves. I'm going. Jai Shri Radha." So he departed. The whole village witnessed his heart-rendering scene. People were shocked. "Baba, where are you going? You are so old. You won't have strength to return. Maybe you will die on the road. Who will cook for you?" "Don't try to stop me. I'm going." "But who will worship Krishna Balaram?" "They can take care of themselves." The villagers followed the Baba, trying to convince him to stay. Though one by one they gave up. At the border of the village, only 2 small boys still walked with the Baba. "Baba, don't crow. Don't go," they implored. "Boys, leave me." "What about Krishna Balaram?" "You can take care or they can take care of themselves. I don't care. Jai Shri Radha." The boys persisted. One took the sadhu's left hand, the other his right hand. The disgruntled Baba looked a little closer at them and suddenly noticed one boy was fair and the other dark. Krishna and Balaram had come to give their direct darshan. The Baba was consumed with bliss. Balaram said, "What do you now wish to do, Baba? Will you return? It is evening time and we need our milk. We have come all this way with you." Krishna said, "We are taking you with us. You can't give us our milk in Goloka Vrindavan. Just go to Mother Yashoda and she will give you our milk." With that, the sadhu heard these voices. He fainted. And later he left the world for Goloka Vrindavan. These stories show sometimes how Krishna intensifies the devotees' feelings to a boiling point before he comes to them. I hope that was okay today. Are there any questions that you have, or anyone who wants to share how the japa was for them? You all look a little shy, so I do a little shy. But if there are any questions, you can ask later. I hope that gave some time for reflection. It may have posed more questions, so let that come and enter in. What is this mood to long for someone? Sometimes it happens also in the material life. Oh, we long for someone. Someone maybe has departed, someone further. And this example, we long for the Lord beyond all of this. That's the idea here. So I wish you well. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for staying till the end. If there are any other questions, then you can also come to me privately or ask later. I hope that was a nice experience. Hare Krishna. Holy name ki jai. And it was nice that some of you were not chanting, but one aspect is also there of hearing. So I hope it was somehow peaceful also for you at the back. All the best. Haribol.